morning everyone and welcome to Master Tarot. My name is Libby and it's fabulous to have you along with me. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people and I'd like to welcome all our spirit guides, yours and mine, to this reading. Going to have a quick look today, still waiting for the bombshell moment to happen, but I think it's possibly related to something that's I'm going to read on today. We'll have a look. What I'm going to have a look at is Viktor Vekselberg, the Russian billionaire oligarch who's living in New York. Had a property in the Hamptons and his properties were searched by the FBI a week ago with several boxes taken. Going to have a look at Steve Bannon, who whether or not he's going to, but he's supposed to be handing himself in to the prosecutors for the State Department of New York Thursday, which is Thursday here now, but it'll be tomorrow US time. And we'll have a bit of a look at that. And I'm also thrilled to, news is coming out of Ukraine that they have retaken cities in their eastern border areas, Kharkiv, and I'm sure I've pronounced that completely wrong, being one of the major ones. Whether there's anything left of that city to actually retake, I don't know, but it's a huge moral victory. So I won't read on that, but it is just lovely news to receive. Hasn't been without a lot of pain and agony and unnecessary death and destruction. However, what I'm going to have a look at today, first of all, again, if you've got any questions, put them in the box below, is Viktor Vekselberg. Now, he's apparently has energy interests in Russia. He's pro the invasion of Ukraine. Why on earth he's living in New York, I have no idea. He had his yacht seized, his $200 million super yacht, or whatever, that's probably US dollars as well, was seized very early on in the conflict once sanctions were brought about. And he has been sanctioned. So, both properties were searched by the FBI, his New York and his Hamptons property. And several boxes were taken. So I'm curious what was in those boxes, and I'm curious what's going to happen to Viktor, whether he's going to fall out of a window or not. Just an interesting character. So I'm going to might use my Gilded Tarot Royale for a looky at this one. Didn't bring my runic tarot over, but anyhow, we'll use my Gilded Tarot Royale for this. So what's going to happen to Viktor Vekselberg? Just tell me about Viktor Vekselberg. Hopefully he won't die from the old Russian modus operandi of death by window, but we'll see how he goes. Tell me about Viktor. Now they're telling me they want my runic tarot, so just pause with me for a second. I'll be right back. Righty-ho, here we go with my runic tarot. Fabulous deck of cards, but because they are Viking, but they just seem to speak in the Russian as well, being in the distant past. I'm talking thousands of years here. They were all very much a raiding, trading conglomerate. So we'll have a look at this via the runic tarot. And for the observant, yes, you'll notice my bookcase has been reorganised. My daughter is a book reviewer of all things as her side job to university, and apparently the state of my bookshelf was irritating her, so I gave her free rein to reorganise it. Okay, let me have a look. Tell me about Viktor Vekselberg. Vekselberg? I'm sure I've pronounced that completely wrong. Tell me about Viktor Vekselberg. What's going to be happening with him? He's had his properties searched. I don't know if I couldn't see that he was actually arrested. Let me know if he has been. And link me to the newspaper article. Viktor Vekselberg. Vekselberg. Come on, Viktor Vekselberg. Thank you. Right. Come on down. Let's have a look. Okay. This is about going back to the past, but also naivety. We'll see where it leads us, the signifier. Wishing for a simpler time. Going back to the past, naivety. Crossed by the Star of Hope. Wonder where this is going to lead. Okay. Thank you. For a billionaire oligarch, there was naivety in the process of the United States democracy judicial system. Okay, thank you. Base of the reading, foundation of this whole reading is this is a tower moment for him. Okay, in the past, the magician, he thought he was untouchable, could create anything he wanted. He had all the tools at his disposal. He could manifest possibilities. But that's in the past. This great power that he had. I'm not sure what this great power is. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana as the first 4 cards out. The World card. An ending. Reminds me very much of the Indiana Jones cave sequence where the bodies are melting, but this is very much about a culmination to an ending of something for him. Okay, see where it goes. Another major arcana. This is actually, I'm going to have a good look at what's in those boxes in a minute, because I'm wondering whether this is the bombshell event, whether there were classified documents for the FBI to take them that Trump had handed on, but we'll ask that in a minute. But here's death. So we've not only got the tower, not saying it's his physical death, but it is a very significant ending, a coming out of the light and into the dark in this particular deck. External influences, sword of truth, new beginnings, and ending of this. Internally, Queen of Swords, wisdom, investigation, the truth in it. I'm just a bit stunned by this. Okay, hopes and fears. 3 of Swords. So this truth is going to lead to his despair, his downfall, and literally, figuratively, not literally, his beheading. I'm hoping it doesn't lead to a death by window or similar circumstance. Wow, okay. Allegedly, speculation, entertainment only, all that jazz. But look at this card in his hope and fear. This is his fear that this is going to be really an ending to him via the investigation. Page of Wands. Information coming out very clearly. And this page is carrying the Ace of Wands, bringing something forward, a really powerful message. And I'm always drawn to the sunflowers in the back of this deck, the the flower of Ukraine. Okay, judgment. He's going to find himself an inevitable ending and a judgment, collective awakening, call to arms. Okay. the foundation, the Three of Pentacles, which is my money laundering card. The foundation being built on money being got by ill-gotten means. Five of Wands. Just a horrific card, really. And the Page of Pentacles. Again, a message coming forward. In regards to the money base. Two of Pentacles. He's currently at the moment where he is at a crossroads and he has to make a decision. Ten of Cups. The Valhalla Hall. The celebration. Democracy. I'm just looking at the cards that were following this. We've got these two light cards where he has an option. But it is an ending for him one way or the other. The Five of Cups, loss and disappointment. And it is this figure here with this half decomposed figure of despair who is tipping over these cups. It has all these figures inside. So he is at the stage where he has the option. He's facing a system that he's not sure of. He has the option of betraying these. He's lost. He's disappointed. He has lost. He is disappointed. He is in this decaying state. He has the option to tip over the cups with these other figures and expose them as they're flushed down. He's in a really anxious state at the moment. There is this betrayals and lies and subterfuge going on in regards to this King of Pentacles, this is linking it back to Trump for me. It's all about the money. Money, 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 money laundering. Okay. I'll use pendant and we'll just ask the question and then we'll move to the cards in regards to this question. I just want to have a little bit of an idea of which direction we're heading in. Okay. Oops. Need to stop it. Right. May I ask a question? Good morning, Master. Good morning, Noreen. May I ask a question, please? May I ask a question of pendant today? May I ask a question? So we've got the circle. It's a bit of a... okay, here it is settling down now. I was going to say it was a bit of an irregular circle, but now that I'm actually concentrating on the pendant, it's giving me a proper circle. Okay. Were there classified... oh gosh, it's going... it knows what I'm going to say because I form it in my mind first. Are there classified documents, government classified documents in those boxes that were taken? Are they going to link back to... I'll just stop it. Are they going to link back to Trump and the missing documents from Mar-a-Lago? Oh, I'll ask those two questions. Are they going to link back to Trump? Okay, we've got a yes. Are they the missing classified documents from Mar-a-Lago? From Mar-a-Lago? No. Very strongly no there. Okay. So, they're not the missing Mar-a-Lago documents, entertainment only, allegedly, but they are going to link them back to Trump. So I'll just ask, I'll use my Golden Universal Tarot for this. Excuse the glare from them, I will hold them up for you. Glorious day outside. Going to have a dramatic change overnight tonight and tomorrow, but absolutely get out and get some today. Okay. Tell me about this link back to Trump. Tell me about this link between Viktor... Oh, what was that was trying desperately to come out? Oh dear. Okay. Harsh truth coming forward, being found out by the Biden administration. Okay, we'll shuffle. We will shuffle. Okay, tell me about the link between Viktor Vekselberg and Donald Trump. Tell me about the link between Viktor Vekselberg. Sure, I've got that. Viktor Vekselberg and Donald Trump. Tell me about this link. Tell me about this link. I'm sure I've got it pronouncing it completely wrong, but Spirit knows who I'm talking about. This link between Donald Trump and Viktor. There is a partnership here that they thought was victorious, that was thought a winning partnership. Okay. Tell me about this link between Viktor and Donald. Let's have a look. Oh. Why am I totally not unexpectedly seeing this card? It is my moral corruption card. Financial and moral corruption. Signifier. Oh, and here's this loss and disappointment card again. Through the moral corruption, they will lose everything. This link is currently under investigation, being looked at very closely with this light being shining on it in the past. Da 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 da. Here is Lady Russia. None of these cards are unexpected. Crowning the reading, there is a investigation going on, a plan being looked at very carefully involving overseas what's the word I'm after? Oh, menopause brain fog. Overseas, not partnerships, but you know what I mean. Others who are overseas. Man, I'm looking forward to this fog passing. Okay, but it is being looked at very carefully. There are messages going to be brought forward, and it is also about what path they follow. Because there are so many court cases against Trump at the moment, it is about what path they follow, and it takes years for this to... We might be even looking 2 years here at a resolution. Okay, immediate future, victory. The FBI don't search your premises without knowing what they are looking for, and anything they find that is in association with what they are actually looking for. So if they find a document that they are looking for in an office desk drawer, they are within their legal right to remove that entire desk drawer and all its documents, because those that are surrounding it may be relevant to why the document was there in the first place. So what I'm thinking here with this particular victory card is the FBI found what they were looking for. They found the information they were looking for. Externally, it's a... Yeah, okay, this is the relationship between... The question was the relationship between Viktor and Donald, and it is this partnership relationship that they had. We don't know what it is. Internally, things are very chaotic at the moment. There are messages are moving forward. Whatever this case is moving forward very rapidly. But there is chaos within the, because this does mean chaotic movement, unrestrained, out of control movement forward. I'm wondering whether Viktor was a real kingpin in this whole Trump or Russia connect. Yeah, anyhow, speculation. Hopes and fears, the death card. This is the relationship between Trump and Viktor. You have the king being bowled over by the horse. The sun is rising. It's a new sun. It's a new day, a new sunrise, and you have this authority figure protecting the children of the future. So yes, well, okay. I'm hoping it's not. The windows don't come into action, but this is about the ending of this reign. Okay. Complete and utter downfall. A message being brought forward, an offer being brought forward, strength, the suspicions coming into reality, and judgment again. And it is very much about the money. Base of the pack, wounded and having to retreat in the face of the truth. We have this gilded cage that Viktor was living in, but also Trump, entrapped and chained to this devil energy, but it is going to be revealed by the lawmakers. Okay, so this is the relationship between them. It's under investigation. There's not a lot of, there's the moral corruption, there's a complete and utter downfall, there's loss, disappointment, there's death, there's chaos, there's partnerships, there's Russia, and it's all about the money. And where he is currently is he's finding himself in this position in the face of this investigation. His life of luxury, of being chained to this devil energy, is going to be revealed by the lawmakers. How he got his, why is he in America? That's the question. Why is he in America? I'll do a very quick read on that one because we're getting down in time already. Why is Viktor in America? Why is Viktor? Why is Viktor in America? Okay, I'm seeing that he's a go-between. He's a go-between. Because it makes no sense for a multi-billionaire oligarch with his interests in Russia to actually be in... Oh, look who jumped out. To actually be in New York. Why does Viktor live in New York? Okay, the gilded cage. He loves the luxurious lifestyle that it gives him. But why is Viktor? Why, to start with, was Viktor in New York? I mean, New York was Trump-org territory. Why is Viktor in New York? Mother Russia. Messages coming forward very quickly, passing messages on the world stage. Right. 3 major arcana. Take notice. This guy is going to be, and he's under investigation by the lawmakers. New emotional beginning, harsh truth coming forward in regards to the Trump org. Okay. Oh gosh, base. Complete and utter downfall. And there's going to be, obstacles, obstruction, in regards to the money laundering. So or people who worked for him, what I'm getting was, when I say obstruction, okay, thank you, Master. Oh, I'm getting it from all angles at the moment. It's going to be his complete and utter downfall. He was the obstruction in the investigations. He was the go-between in regards to the money laundering. between Russia and the Trump org. Allegedly, well, not even allegedly, entertainment speculation only, but it is going to come out. This harsh truth is going to come out. It is currently under investigation. I've got Russia, the world, and strength all sitting there telling me there's a lot of communications that have been seized from all around the world, not just back to Russia, all around the world. And this puts the strength in the hands of the lawmakers who are looking intently into it. It is going to be a new beginning as this harsh truth comes out in regards to Trump orgs. That's why he was in New York, Trump org. So he was the go-between with or someone that worked for him, but he was fully aware there's a lot of communications in those boxes that is going to link Trump and Trump org to worldwide corrupt money. I think. The cards are telling me that. We shall see. Okay, let us move on to Steve Bannon. Because I could read down rabbit holes on that all day. But I think this is a lot more important than what the media is perhaps giving attention to. Mind you, I have said again and again and again that we won't know what Merrick Garland is up to and those that come under him until raids like this happen. Well, it wasn't a raid, it was a legal search. We won't know what he's up to until this happens. There will be no leakage. We won't find out until he has his department, his investigators have nailed it down. And then it will be just... I have to get one more question out of my mind before I move on. Okay. Are you ready? May I ask a question? May I ask a question? Yep. Is Trump really worried about this connection? Well, it went straight into yes. Is this going to be another nail in Trump's coffin? Very strongly, yes. Are we okay. My question was, are we going to find out some of this information after Trump's death? And it's telling me no. So it's going to be... The reason I ask that is the dude, he's got really bad health and he does not look after himself. He's under an enormous amount of stress, which we know is not inducive. And I do know that legal cases can drag on for years before we find out the truth. But this is actually going to happen before his passing, so it is going to be while he's still alive. Don't know why I felt I had to ask that question. Sometimes they just pop out. But a perfect example of how long these court cases take is Steve Bannon. He was convicted of contempt of Congress for not appearing in front of the January 6th committee. He was being, I don't even know if he was being investigated at the time, but he was pardoned for everything he ever did since the day he was born on a federal level by Trump back in 2022. Apparently, the Department of, the FBI, I'm not sure who it is, whoever has been investigating, I would say the Department of Justice, has been investigating ever since the beginning of 2021 when power was handed over in regards to money laundering and wire fraud for Steve Bannon. Did he go to jail recently for a couple of months? I can't remember. Anyhow, This is a case being brought by the New York State Department, so it's under Bragg, was being investigated by Cy Barnes, and it is a state investigation, so he doesn't come under the pardon. What it is in regards to, it's in regards to the Build the Wall, where they managed to raise $25 million, of which probably 24 million of it didn't go to building any sort of wall. Bannon has been directly linked to $1 million of that. There were 3 other people involved, I believe. 2 pled guilty on the federal level. One of them was a disabled veteran that had been sucked into this. It's just all very seedy and, yeah, all the rest of it. So it's taken a year and a half, 18 months of investigation to even get to this stage that they've brought the charges against him. He is expected to hand himself in Thursday US time, which is tomorrow our time. It's Thursday here today, but we're quite a bit ahead. And of course, Biden's Bannon is spouting the usual claims of it's a phony witch hunt and it's politically motivated, blah 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 blah, which we know is all absolute BS. But it's out of the GOP Trumpism handbook to claim that, to declare such up front. Okay. What I'm going to ask first, and then I'll move to the cards, so I'll be using my mystical manga cards for this. I want to ask, first of all, is Steve Bannon actually going to hand himself in? Okay, here we go. Right. May I ask a question? May I ask a question? Yes, got the circle going. Is Steve Bannon actually going to hand himself in on Thursday? Well, I didn't expect that. That's a yes. Is Steve Bannon going to be arrested on Thursday? Steve Bannon going to be arrested on Thursday? That's a no. So he's going to voluntarily, well, I didn't see that coming. He's going to voluntarily look what's on the base. Sabotage, betrayal, people walking away. 2 of his other cronies had already been found guilty on a federal level, so he really does not have. Here he is with his cronies. This is the arrangement that they had together. The third case of one of his compatriots failed due to a technicality. It wasn't that the guy wasn't guilty, but there was some technicality in the evidence being brought forward. So tell me about this fraud case, this money laundering, this wire fraud case. All these are setting precedences. I love it. Going back to, what did I read on yesterday? Coy Griffin. Under the 14th Amendment, I believe it is, that he's been charged, that is now setting a precedence that anybody who is convicted of being involved in it's a whole list of things, including incitement and attempted coup, and it is quite I won't say a vague list, it's actually a very specific list, but some of the charges I thought, oh gosh, that's not overly criminal, but if they are convicted, then they cannot hold ever again a government position, an official position, a presidential position, a Congress or a Senate a House position, or any other governmental position for the rest of their life. And I thought, oh, that's setting a great precedence. So anyhow, something dropped out in regards to Steve Bannon. It is a crossroads of the truth. Steve Bannon has to decide which way he's going to try and go with this truth, but he's up to his thighs in swamp. swamp. Boy, I'm just getting a really buzzy feeling about this card. Because he really is. He's got his eyes closed. He doesn't know which way to turn. Both ways are going to bring forward something, the truth that is truthful. He knows he's thigh deep in the swamp regardless. And there we have this clouded sun trying to break through. Okay. Challenged by challenged by the partnerships, the uncomfortable agreements, the contracts that he was in. So I think these other two that have pleaded guilty have already, one of them was I think Brian Colfage, he was the disabled veteran. They've already passed across enough information to convict Bannon. So it is these contracts, that these agreements, these partners that he's been going to be, that's going to be his challenge, bring him down. Foundation of the reading is the Star, and I shall use Linda Rodriguez's interpretation of this, where this is the best of the US democracy, the best of what is the US in regards to its legal systems, its governmental systems, not all that seedy rubbish that's been going around, well, for decades now, but this is about the best of. In the past, we had strength, but it is in the past. So this is just seeing what's on the base there, domestic security. So Bannon was strong. He was in a position of strength. He was Trump's little ball boy. He was Trump's mouthpiece, and he had strength, but it is in the past for him. Crowning this reading, what have we got coming up? King of Cups. This is the current administration. Not necessarily Biden, but it's the whole of the administration, the Democratic State Departments, the FBI, the DOJ, the legal systems, everything to do with the current administration is crowning this reading, is overseeing this. Immediate future, okay, Hanged Man. It's not going to happen very quickly. He's going to attempt something that is going to pause it, to not stop it, but just slow it right down. Whatever that something is, I wouldn't put it past him. Externally, King of Wands, the lawmakers externally. The inspirational, honest lawmakers internally. Okay, 3 of them. Internally, it is Bannon's circle, the 2 others that have already pleaded guilty on the federal level, the one that got away, but that's what's happening internally. The lawmakers have this information. Hopes and fears, a harsh truth coming forward. Can't argue with that. Justice. Justice for Bannon. Isolation, investigation. Page of Coins in regards to the money, which is going to be his loss and downfall. Now, I didn't get the prison card. I shall ask that in a minute. Base, we've got Queen of Coins. This is about, there's practicality. She's also about physical health. Oh, I wonder if there's something about his health that's not good. He's not very healthy looking. Karma coming back and biting him on the bum, for the benefit of all that is good about the US, the voters, the democratic system. I keep seeing domestic security with her. There's something else that he's involved in that may cause this trial to be going a bit slower than usual. Okay. Let's have a look. Will Bannon be found guilty of wire fraud? Let's have a look. Right. Yep. A little bit short. Okay. May I ask a question? question? May I ask a question? Yep, got the circle going. Thank you. Will Bannon be found guilty of wire fraud and or money laundering? Will Bannon be found guilty of wire fraud and or money laundering? That's a yes. Is it going to be a long trial? Is it going to be a long trial? I'm still getting yes. Okay. Is there more to this than just the wire fraud and money laundering? Is there more to this trial than just the wire fraud and or money laundering? Is there more to this trial? Is there more to this trial? Doesn't know which way to go. Will Bannon face other charges? Will Bannon face other charges that we don't yet know about? Well, that's a yes. Okay, just having a wee 10-second meditation on that. There's more to this that we don't know that's going to come out. It's not going to be part of this case, but it's going to come out of this case. Okay, we shall watch this with interest. Thank you for joining me. It's been fabulous to have you along. Stay safe, stay calm, stay in the zone. US elections are coming up shortly. Take a friend, make a day of it, make sure you're registered to vote if it's not too late, and just stay above the gutter. You will not change anybody's opinion this late in the day. All you can do is put the facts and the truth out there and ignore the backlash if you do so. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I shall catch you later. Bye-bye.